The newest information about King Harris are darker than anyone thought. Ty's worst nightmare might be happening right before his eyes. And the wild part, he called it years ago. Back in 2022, the rap superstar warned his son, King Harris, that if he didn't calm down, prison was waiting for him. 2 years later, those words feel less like counsel and more like prophecy. Man, Pickens County. I don't even know what Pickens County is, so I'm perplexed. Where was your, DUI? Jasper. Jasper. Is that a city or a county? County. Can I call? My lawyer? Time going to be his instructor, T once said. Now that teacher came up with handcuffs in a jail cell in October 2024. King officially crashed out. Behind the wheel of his BMW, he pulled out of a Chevron petrol station and almost slammed directly into a cop cruiser. That wasn't just bad luck. That was bad judgment and karma catching up at the same time. Police didn't hesitate. As soon as they stepped to his car, they smelled cannabis and observed a loaded 9 sitting on his hip. From there, it was over. When they ran his name, things got worse. That open warrant from 2022 came back to haunt him. The one for speeding, driving on a suspended license, and DUI. Instead of addressing it in court, he skipped. And that decision sat in the background like a ticking time bomb. In 2024, it blew up in his face. The leaked body cam film shows everything. Cops pulling him out, unclipping the gun, cuffing him, touching him down. But what stood out was King himself. He wasn't screaming, wasn't Wilden. He looked irritated, sure, but serene, like he knew this was the day everything caught up. An officer then admitted King was respectful, which only made the internet's infatuation worse. Because let's be real, when you're the son of a hip-hop icon, every stumble becomes a headline. One day you're flexing on IG, the next you're in Dalb County Jail with millions watching. For T.I., it must have cut deep. He saw this coming a mile away. Back in 2022, when King was spiraling, T.I. went live. I ain't spoke to my son, but I know precisely how it's going to come out. Then I don't want y'all to check the car. I can't hear you. I don't want y'all to search the automobile. Well, I understand that. But if I smell pot, it's probable cause to search the vehicle. You're not going to find them. You're going to find my guns. The paradox seems wild, right? Imagine forecasting your child's downfall, then watching it unfold. But the warning signs were there for years. Remember the Waffle House blow-up in 2022? King yelling at staff, acting bigger than the situation, trying to flex when there was nothing to prove. Even T.I. went live after, confessing he didn't understand why his son would stop everything only to dispute with a cook. Fans thought it displayed entitlement, not toughness. Then came the iconic gun clip with Bowie's kid, Tootie Raw. Instead of focusing on music, the boys filled a video shoot with straps like they were in a trap house. Both T and Boozy had to come in on television telling their son straight. What I would like more than anything right now is to be able to make a phone call, so when we get there, everything can already be straightened out. To who? Who you trying to make a phone call to? I'm trying to make a phone call to my pot. One bad move with guns or drugs could ruin everything. The lesson was clear. But King wasn't listening. By 2023, things got even uglier. The Falcons game incident went viral when King, sitting in a luxury suite at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, went live trying to convince the world he never had it easy. The irony, he was broadcasting from one of the most expensive seats in the building. Ty snapped. When King raised his voice, the King of the South himself put his son in a headlock on live stream. That wasn't just father-son tension. That was generational trauma spilling out for millions to see. The rich remain mute. Anything you say can't during that same family. She said that King had been sucking a pacifier until he was 12 years old. The internet ate it alive. That one detail contradicted with all his strong talk, giving critics limitless material to clown him. It didn't stop there. By 2024, King kept accumulating up L's. He got clowned for eating ramen out of an aluminum foil bowl in a mansion, trying to fake struggle while flaunting fancy attire. He got heckled at a high school game when he tried to perform, the crowd booing and laughing. He even tried to beef with comedian Drusky, saying he invented standing on business. DJ Academics delivered probably the most brutal but accurate criticism on the whole incident. In actuality, he got arrested for a failure to appear ticket for a traffic violation. So they arrested him, but we know this is King, so we're going to call it that. They locked him up for a body. Drusky blasted him on the Breakfast Club and King's clapback. Fat jokes only made him look more desperate. But his biggest humiliation, sitting on 2 Chainz's podcast and failing to spell tomorrow at age 20. T's expression said it all. The clip went viral. Not for bars, not for music, but for showing the world how unprepared King actually was. By late 2024, King had a new title, Fatherhood. His girlfriend, Jania Big Nana Epps, gave birth in November. He posted proudly about his son's birth. November 5th, 8:09 a.m. Welcome King Jr. and even dropped a single, Dear Son. For a second, it looked like fatherhood may finally ground him. But while King was holding his baby, the arrest footage was still spreading online. His redemptive moment was overshadowed beneath mugsh picture and viral memes. I'm really baffled that King feels the desire, need, want to be called a street person that badly. Why is he so fascinated with the struggle with the life of being a street dude? Street dudes ain't truly winning, silver spoon. I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life. You didn't have to come to my grandma house, 'cause I'm getting in the fight like a baby to go to your grandma. You used to hold your breath to go over there. I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood over there. Y'all ready? 'Cause he's sucking Pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was sucking Pacify. He was 12 years old. He didn't do it at the residence. He cried like a baby. Hold his breath. Yeah, they trying to pretend I was over there trying to suck up. Don't play with people. Hey, come on, guy. What? Come on, bro. You talking about King T, son? Yes, King. He claimed he pulling up on you. Then the whispers got darker. By 2025, rumors erupted that King had been sentenced to 5 years and leaped inside a Georgia jail. Blogs stated he was beaten by many convicts while cameras mysteriously malfunctioned. Whether true or not, the fact people believed it showed how far his reputation had fallen. Because in jail politics, your image follows you. And King's wannabe gangster performance was blood in the water. With the T.I. issue, if he did that, you're A-ing rat too. I don't spare no wind-round body, because if you doing anything bad, you doing anything criminal-wise and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're participating. That means you're a rat. Tell me. It been 20 years, dude. It been 20 years. I assume if I was built like that, then it'll show by now. It been 20 years, dude. I done faced every challenge, wow. Like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me F. You ain't seen me break down. Hey, I'm one of you that have been to the penitentiary before, man. What happened when a sow says somebody ain't right and they goddamn show their paperwork and they are right? What's the penalty for that? Can somebody tell me what is that punishable by? Somebody tell me that. But I'm going to tell you like this. When I observe that, I think T-ing lying with the T.I. issue. If he did that, you're ang rat too. I don't spare no body. Because if you doing anything bad, you doing anything criminal, out and you help with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat. Wayne, way you gone too far, dog. That is a man, a 12-year-old at 12. They don't even know. They don't even know what they next meal going to be. I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come grab me from my grandparents' house. And right after we done, when them cameras go off, I'm straight back. T.I.'s purported answer broke hearts. The same parent who had cut his son off, pushing harsh love, was now reportedly begging the system to protect King. calling the jail assault a targeted hit. That's when you knew it wasn't about lectures anymore. This was survival. And while King was purportedly struggling for his life inside, his personal world outside was disintegrating too. Baby mama drama swept over headlines. Blogs claimed Nana, Epps had been finessing him for money, exploiting their child to pressure T and Tiny for support. Ty reportedly challenged her, stating she wasn't there for love, but for the Harris bank accounts. Things were so toxic that rumors propagated. King retaliated by publishing a list of Ty's alleged affairs, threatening Tiny with divorce. Whether true or not, it showed the fractures. Family trust was breaking apart under pressure. By fall 2025, Boozy Badaz added gasoline, taunting King with suspicions of a leaked tape involving another man. He used it to criticize T.I. too, saying, "That little boy got these tapes out. Baby mama Weldon. Whole family. You can't raise no street soldier if you soft yourself." That wasn't just clowning King. It was ripping T's legacy to bits. Meanwhile, T and Tiny had their own fights. Their $71 million lawsuit win against MGA Entertainment was reduced down to $17.9 million. Blog speculated, would that money go to saving King from prison, or would T.I. finally let his son sink? By September, King was still making tone-deaf moves, offering Tootie Raw free veneers if he joined a gym challenge. The internet laughed, suggesting he cared more about stunts than improving his life. "I just made this offer to my boy Tootie. I'm going to let the world know this offer. I told my dog all he have to do is come to the gym with me and I'ma get him. I'ma get him set up with some veneers on me. I don't wish it on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish it on him and I love him through it. Whatever he going through, I adore him through it." Much criticism as I hear concerning my son. I would like to throw light on the family. Try to accept the good with the bad and simply let them know you going to prison if you keep it up. Grandma. Yeah. And then came the hospital whispers. Reports emerged of King being rushed to the ICU following a brawl inside jail, with footage of masked men supposedly lurking outside his door. Fans thought his enemies had followed him into the one place he should have been secure. Ty was spotted outside crying, "Lord, take everything I own. Just don't steal my boy." Tiny pleaded fans online asking for prayers. It turned the Harris situation from embarrassment into tragedy. By the end of 2025, King Harris's story had become one of the most spectacular downfalls in rap's future generation. Privilege, poor choices, public humiliation, baby mama chaos, ICU gossip. It was all there. A cautionary tale in real time. The saddest thing, it was avoidable. With his family's money, he could have built an empire, gotten into rap legit, and secured his legacy. Instead, he chased validation from the streets and nearly lost it all. Now the only issue is, will King Harris rise from the wreckage, or will he become another casualty in the struggle between privilege and credibility? The world is watching every move. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for